The Chinese takeover of Vancouver continues. Late last week, it was announced that local ski hill and tourist destination Grouse Mountain is to be sold to China Minsheng Investment Group, a company that has strong ties not only to the Chinese government, but also to the Communist Party. And with a number of deals involving state-controlled or connected Chinese companies buying Canadian businesses, some with national security risks being blatantly ignored by Justin Trudeau and his cabinet, Canadians should be feeling a little uneasy. Vancouverites by now are noticing how quickly our city is changing as hundreds of millions of dollars in mainland Chinese money has been parked in our real estate market, creating all sorts of havoc as the wages and economic opportunity in the city are nowhere near to keeping up with the increase in housing prices and rent prices as a result of the influx of foreign money, mostly from mainland China. So it is not from a bigoted or anti-immigrant point of view that so many in the city are weary of so much influence coming from mainland China that is so deeply connected to the communist dictatorship of Xi Jinping. You know, the basic dictator Justin Trudeau admires so much. No, it is from a sense of alienation in our own city and wondering if this city is essentially becoming a colony for the Chinese 1% to inhabit and park their money in. And the concern is well justified, especially when we examine this latest deal for China Minsheng Investment Group purchasing Grouse Mountain. According to a Globe and Mail article that was put out over the weekend, China Minsheng Investment Group is, quote, just starting, as they are looking to buy up marquee assets in Canada, with one banker familiar with China Minsheng Investment Group stating, quote, anything that is famous or outstanding from Canada, they will look into, unquote. China Minsheng Investment Group is heavily connected to Minsheng Bank, whose primary shareholder is Anbang Insurance, the state-backed company I told you about recently, who purchased a Vancouver-based retirement home chain. You get the picture. Nobody does business on the scale of Anbang or China Minsheng Investment Group without the backing of China's elite leadership and the Communist Party. But that's not even the worst of it for China Minsheng Investment Group nor Minsheng Bank. Over the weekend, I began digging into some of their history and I found a couple of alarming stories involving Minsheng. Back in 2005, Minsheng Bank was involved in a property scandal involving about $36 million of fraudulent earnings in a real estate deal in the south of the country. And we better hope BC isn't in for any kind of similar scandals. But even worse than that was this recent article from January 17th of this year, where the Nikkei Asian Review, a financial publication by the Nikkei, which is the Japanese stock exchange, wrote a scathing article about the role of China Minsheng Investment Group as essentially a proxy for the Chinese state. The byline to this article says it all. Quote, politics, not profits, appear to drive China Minsheng investment. The article goes on to cover a recent trip by the chairman of China Minsheng Investment, Dong Wenbiao, to Cambodia and describes the concerns that Minsheng is heavily connected to the Chinese state. Quote, although China Minsheng Investment describes itself as a private company, that is complicated by the fact that the All-China Federation of Industry and Commerce operates under the Chinese Communist Party's United Front Work Department, unquote. When Dong was asked by reporters 3 times in Cambodia about the state and Communist Party influence over China Minsheng Investment Group, Dong finally responded and said, quote, it is natural for a Chinese company to act in line with the policy of the Communist Party and the government, unquote. Look, pictures tell 1,000 words, so take a look at this picture right off China Minsheng Investment Group's website. That is the committee in charge of the company who is likely to buy Grouse Mountain. And they're not posing with the flag of the People's Republic of China, and no, that is not the old flag of the Soviet Union. That is the flag of the Communist Party of China, Chairman Mao's flag. And essentially, we may as well fly it at the peak of Grouse Mountain, should this deal go through. For the Rebel.media, I'm Christopher Wilson. In many ways, Vancouver is the front line in this rising tide of Chinese influence sweeping across Canada, and believe me, it's coming east. So make sure you click subscribe to Rebel Media's YouTube channels, never miss an update, and get the unvarnished truth about Chinese influence in our country that the mainstream media just won't give you.